latest election results just coming in, how these newest numbers impact the closest races and ballot measures in the county.
Plus, a lawsuit by a major tobacco company and a local vape shop after voters approved a statewide ban on flavored tobacco products.
4 people found unresponsive from a drug overdose.
He was known as the Dolphin Doctor, a remarkable San Diegan whose legacy lives on. I'll share his story coming up.
Okay, Manny, how about a home run today?
We all know a Padres superfan. Mine just happens to be my mom.
Let's go, Manny.
CBS 8 News Live at 6 starts right now.
More election results have just been released by the county tonight. Good evening. I'm Heather Myers in for Marcella Lee.
I'm Carlo Cicchetto. After this latest data dump, there are about 400,000 ballots still to be counted. We're now getting a clearer picture of where some of the most closely watched races stand right now. That includes the 49th District Congressional seat and Chula Vista's mayoral race.
CBS 8's Richard Allen joins us live from the Registrar of Voters, where workers are still busy tonight, we understand, Richard.
Well, that's right. What a difference a couple days make. It was so busy here, teeming with activity just a couple days ago on Election Day, but there is still a lot of work going on behind the scenes behind me here at the Registrar of Voters, especially with these latest results just coming out about an hour ago. Now, here's the latest of what we know from these latest election results. Now, of course, one of the most closely watched congressional races, which could play a part in determining the balance of power in the House, is that of the 49th Congressional District, with incumbent Democrat Mike Levin facing off against Republican Brian Marriott. Now, right now, they are about 2 percentage points apart right now, with Levin in the lead, 51% to 49%. That includes the numbers from Orange County as well as San Diego County. And another race that's captured a lot of attention locally in the South Bay is that of Chula Vista Mayor, with Republican Councilmember John McCann in the lead still with 55% of the vote. Democratic challenger Amar Campa-Najjar at 45%. With this latest data dump, McCann's lead has just been solidified with these newest numbers. And of course, one of the most controversial ballot measures this time around for the city of San Diego is also one of the closest races, if you will, between yes and no votes. Now, we're talking about Measure B, which would end no-fee trash pickup for single-family homes in San Diego and instead start charging those households. An extremely contentious measure. Right now, the no votes are winning by about 3,600 votes, about 50.73% no, 49.27% yes, but just over 3,000, about 3,600 votes separating the no's from the yeses, the no's winning right now. And of course, even with these latest results, we still have about 400,000 more ballots to be processed and tabulated, specifically those mail-in ballots that continue to be delivered here to the registrar by the U.S. Postal Service. As long as they are postmarked by November 8th and received here at the registrar by next Tuesday, they will be added to the mix. And back out live here at the registrar's office, we are expecting a couple more updates over the next couple days. And of course, if you want to check out the latest results, just go to CBS8.com. Carlo and Heather.
You know, Richard, the Registrar of Voters, working really hard trying to continue to count these votes. Do we have any idea, though, when the final results for these races could be in?
Well, Heather, there is a deadline. Under California law, these results have to be certified 1 month from the date of the election. So that is December 8th. By December 8th, we should know the final results. But in the meantime, with those 400,000 ballots still to be counted and processed, there's a lot of work to do.
Richard Allen reporting live from the Registrar of Voters. Richard, thanks. Again, if you are just now joining us, we do want to give you a quick recap of what Richard was just talking about. 2 of the most closely watched local races in the Chula Vista mayoral race right now. Republican Councilmember John McCann leads with 55% of the vote. His Democratic challenger, Amar Campa-Najjar, behind. About 10 points behind, in fact, at 45%.
In the race for the 49th Congressional District seat, Democratic incumbent Mike Levin is in the lead right now with 51%. Republican Brian Marriott is still very close behind at 49%.
One of the demonstrators who took part in a protest that turned violent in Pacific Beach last year will be spending more than 4 years in prison. Prosecutors say Nikki Hubbard, referred to in court documents as Eric Yak, was one of 11 people arrested in January of 2021. Back then, counter-protesters crashed a rally organized by then-President Trump's supporters. Authorities say they believe the group was associated with Antifa and attacked 16 people. It's a crisis that must stop. That's the message from the San Diego Police Department and San Diego Mayor Todd Gloria. Federal investigators say San Diego is ground zero for smuggling opioids because of our proximity to the border. Today, the mayor issued an executive order to fight the fentanyl crisis. And just hours before he issued that order, police were on the scene in University Heights, where 2 people were found dead in a home from an apparent drug overdose. 2 others were transported to a hospital. CBS 8's Abby Alford reports on the crisis plaguing San Diego and what's being done to try and stop it.
The police chief says that the Narcotics 10 team is investigating these drug overdoses that happened inside this home. The team is made up of a task force from the DEA, state and local law enforcement who respond to drug death overdoses. This happened on the same day that the chief and the mayor are addressing the fentanyl crisis. Police, fire, and ambulances lit up this University Heights neighborhood Thursday morning.
It's occurring again. I mean, this is a daily call for ourselves and for fire rescue.
A call to treat more drug overdoses.
This is a daily case. Our officers and I know our fire rescue and our medics are administering Narcan, it seems like on the daily.
The police chief says a male and female in their 30s were found dead and 2 men were given Narcan, transported to the hospital.
And I cannot say with certainty that it's fentanyl, but we know our narcotics are in the house. You can see them.
As the Narcotics Team 10 responded to these drug overdoses,
Roommates and some friends are out responding. Medics are out, unknown if they're breathing.
San Diego Police Chief David Nislight and Mayor Todd Gloria held a planned news conference to address the fentanyl crisis.
Just really wanted to talk about this case because it shows the crisis that is currently in front of us.
That crisis is killing San Diegans at an alarming rate. Federal drug investigators say in 2021 there were 817 fentanyl overdose deaths. By June of this year, that death toll had already been surpassed and is now over 1,000.
We will not make or accept excuses for letting this crisis continue to grow out of control. We're going to own this, and we're going to make sure that we're tackling it at every level, local, state, and federal.
Today, Mayor Todd Gloria issued an executive order to fight the crisis by proposing more federal and local resources and new legislation to enhance the penalties against fentanyl drug dealers.
If you're trying to do this in our community, we're going to come find you, and we're going to hold you accountable. There will be consequences for killing San Diegans. Leaders say
the fentanyl crisis has no boundaries.
We're losing young people. We're losing people from all walks of life. And we all need to make this a priority because we can save lives.
The police chief says that the homicide investigators are also assisting in this case and will hold these drug dealers accountable.
Thank you, Abby. Tonight, police need your help to identify 3 men who they say attacked 3 others in East Village last month. You're looking at pictures of 2 of the men accused in the attack. Police say these men, along with another not pictured, got into a fight with 2 other men who they hit in the face, knocked to the ground, and kicked unconscious. A bystander who tried to help was also attacked. If you see these men, you're asked to call police.
Still ahead tonight, we look back on the life and legacy of the man known as the Dolphin Doctor.
Plus, if you're a renter, you may be paying a lot more soon. The results of a USC economic study are in.
Not done with the chill just yet, so we do have that chill in the air tonight, even going lower when it comes to our overnight lows. And we even had some records this morning. We'll go ahead and take a look at all those details coming up.
But first, the best day in more than 2 years on Wall Street.